Report shedding light on what led to one of 3 planes to crash into the Superstition Mountains back in 2023, killing pilots Simon Nourish and his friend Stuart Gregory.
That particular area around the Superstitions over the years has proven to be problematic.
In the NTSB report, new pictures show where the plane crashed into the mountains and where the debris ended up. Investigators note they could not physically get to the crash site because of the rugged terrain and instead used an aerial assessment and inspected the debris after it was later collected. For the cause, the NTSB wrote that the pilots were all flying at a low altitude, stating the pilot likely failed to recognize the significance of rising terrain in front of the airplane until there was insufficient time to avoid it.
Be aware, you have to be aware of the terrain and the area wherever you happen to be flying.
We spoke with local flight instructor Karen Perry, who happened to be outside in a neighborhood near the mountains at the time of the crash.
I was out walking my dogs that morning and I saw in the distance 3 planes flying on the south side of the mountain. A few minutes later, I saw smoke coming from the Hog Canyon area.
Perry is very familiar with how deadly flying near those mountains can be.
Yeah, anytime there's an accident in that area, it hits home to me.
She lost her own children in those very mountains in a plane crash back in 2011. Their dad was the pilot. Now she spends time in her classes warning pilots to always be aware of the terrain. This report also claims the sun's position may have been a factor in messing with the pilot's depth perception. This news did not surprise Perry.
While I haven't flown a lot that close to the terrain in that area, I do live in that area, and I've seen different times of the day where the sun is at different places on the horizon and it casts shadows, and the way the terrain is shaped, there's definitely differences in perception throughout the day.
Now, Perry built a memorial for those who have died in aviation crashes at the Superstition Mountains. You can find that down by the museum. Now that this NTSB report is over with, she plans to add both Nourish and Gregory's name to that plaque. In the studio, I'm Sarrabia for Arizona's Family.
Stephen, thanks for that update.